we'll be on vacation.
I know. And with classes, homework, and the newspaper, I tell you, Sai, I am totally swamped.
Tell me about it. Wow, just look at those pretty ponchos. They must be originals.
They're fantastic, aren't they?
Come on, let's go in and check them out.
Fine by me.
They're fantastic. Oh, what's this label mean here?
It's the official logo for Fair Trade. Fair Trade? Oh, yeah, Maestro's already talked about it, but he didn't go into detail.
It means that the production of all these items complies with a certain number of criteria, which ensures that the environment is protected and workers are treated well.
And above all, this label guarantees a significant part of the purchase price goes to the person who made it. You see, this beautiful jewelry is made by women in Benin. It's a long, painstaking task, and after all the work, only the best 10% of the finished items are put up for sale. But with the money they earn, these women can replace their clay pitchers with much lighter enamel or aluminium containers which are much lighter. This makes it easier to fetch water and therefore to prepare meals. And thanks to this activity, they have become a real driving force in the region's development. They help fund road maintenance, bridge repairs, and literacy classes. Women who create wealth are respected. They enjoy more independence and freedom.
Oh, that would make a really great article for our newspaper.
For your newspaper?
Yeah. A newspaper on sustainable development.
That's just great!
So would you be willing to give us an interview?
Well, sure. Come back whenever you like.
According to the storekeeper, the living conditions of these women in Benin have improved quite significantly.
So we really must write an article about it.
Ah, yes, the subject of fair trade. An excellent idea. I've already told you a little bit about it, but we should have a recap. Now then, it's not just limited to craft, you know.
Well, I saw a report on that fair trade stuff on TV last week. They said it was just a fad.
Oh, well,
Yeah,
I
a
see.
fad. It all sounds fine, but it won't last.
Oh, really? So the two of you can see into the future now, can you?
What do you mean? We can disagree with you if we want.
Yes, you can, but you cannot second-guess the future. The future will be what you make of it, nothing more, nothing less.
But products that are in demand cost a lot to buy, while those that aren't in demand are cheaper. Isn't that logical?
Oh, I'm afraid it's not that simple. Because you have to take into account the level of pay for those who make these products, as well as the profits made by those who sell them. You see, the problem with the system is that inequalities tend to increase. In 1820, the gap between the rich countries and poor countries was 3-to-1. By 1960, it was 30-to-1. Now, 40 years later, it's grown to 75-to-1. Hey, watch out there! And what's more, it's still happening. This make what you want, how you want, where you want approach was all very well in Adam Smith's day, but we can no longer ignore the fact that when the economic machine is left to its own devices, there's a real danger it will run out of control. Now, we've known about this danger for a while, and efforts have been made to oil the wheels a little, and so various cooperation programs between the developed and developing worlds were created after the Second World War. Then, at the end of the 60s, other initiatives were introduced.
Right, so when did fair trade start then?
Fairly recently. One of its pioneers was the Max Havelaar label, founded in 1988.
Max Havelaar? What a strange-sounding name that is. Uh-oh!
Two Dutchmen were in fact behind the label, Nico Ruzen and Father Vanderhoff, a worker-cum-priest who lived in Mexico. Many others have since followed their example.
But how does it really work then, Maestro?
Ah, well then, the best way would be for you to all have a look for yourselves. Well, why not then? Off you go. Go on, everyone. Climb aboard. Climb aboard.
Where are we going this time?
It'll be a surprise for you.
Well, I don't like surprises.
You don't like anything. Come on, quick march. Welcome. You find yourselves in the region of Las Yungas. So what do you think of the scenery?
You know, it's just like the Himalayas. The roof of the world.
I suppose that's funny.
So what's there to do around here except look at all these mountains? Wow!
There's growing coffee to do. The amount of sunlight and precipitation in this region is perfect for that.
Precipita what?
It means rainfall.
Oh, really? But it's not raining here.
Yeah, real funny.
I've never laughed so much.
Hey, come on, don't look so miserable. I've got just the thing. Here we are.
Huh?
That tickles.
Come on, I know the way.
It's a real shame we can't visit the capital of the country. La Paz is the highest capital city in the world at 3,800 meters above sea level, and the hills and slopes are everywhere. So everyone spends all their time going uphill, then downhill, then uphill, then downhill. It's so funny. And then there's Lake Titicaca, real close by. It's gorgeous. It's very beautiful, but we're not here on vacation, you know. We came to help the coffee growers.
That's right. So let's go.
Bang, bang!
You missed. I'll get you. Oop.
Oh, those two jokers are just impossible.
Any chance of a break from your comedy show for 5 minutes?
Don't move. This should be interesting.
Good day, Senor Valdez.
Hello, Diego. You see my new 4x4? Haha. GPS airbag, air conditioning, power-assisted steering,
Oh,
8-speaker stereo.
Oh, wow.
She's a real beauty.
it's a very fine car, Senor.
And our harvest?
It's looking very good, Senor.
You see, the problem is that this year's crop is also very good in Indonesia, Brazil, and Vietnam. So there's too much coffee and prices have fallen 30% down at the New York Stock Exchange.
But what I do about that?
We'll have to follow the market prices, my friend.
But that's impossible. If I sell you my crop for 30% less, what will me and my family have to live on?
That's not my problem, amigo. I'll give you a few days to think about it, okay?
Yeah, I already know. I have no choice.
What an evil guy.
Yeah.
Hey, who are you?
We're friends and have come to help you.
We don't have much to offer, I'm afraid. But we'll share what we have. So come and enjoy our meal with us.
Hey, what's that?
Pimientos.
That's cool.
What can I do?
Well,
I can't fight those guys.
well, there are solutions. I guess you're not the only coffee grower in the district.
Ah, of course not. There's also Manuel, Roberto, Gregorio, and a few others too.
So why don't you team together? Have you heard of the cooperative called Kokla? It pays good prices. You must stand up for yourself. You don't need these middlemen.
But we can't do it without them. I don't have the machine to prepare the coffee or a truck to take my own produce down to town.
Listen, don't worry. We have the answer to your problems. You can borrow. Look, it's late now. We'll have plenty of time to talk about it again tomorrow.
Hey!
I didn't do it on purpose.
So, your microcredit scheme, what is it exactly?
Well, it's something that was created by Mohammed Yunus, who was a remarkable guy. And my friends actually met him.
Yeah. After India, we went to Bangladesh. It's a poor country and always hit by floods following the monsoon. And then, immediately after, drought. Not enough water.
Yeah, because of deforestation, all the forests in the Himalayas where the rivers come from are being cut down. That's where we met him, and when he told us his story.
When I returned to my country, I couldn't bear to see how much poverty there was, and so I began to wonder.
What can I do? The banks refuse to lend me money, so I borrow $1.50 from the moneylender to buy my supplies in the morning. I sell them for $2, but in the evening I have to pay him back $1.80. How can I live on 20 cents a day?
Well, I'm willing to lend you what you need. But instead of paying me back $1.80, you only have to pay back $1.52, okay?
And so, did this really work?
Absolutely, and that was only the beginning. After struggling to persuade local banks to apply his method, Mohammed Yunus decided to set up his own organization called the Grameen Bank. It's been an incredible success. Today, the organization is behind 1 job in 4 in Bangladesh. So now the people who really needed money could get loans.
And do the poor people manage to repay the loans?
98% of the time they do. What happens is that the borrowers get together in groups of 4 or 5, and the group as a whole offers security for the loan in case of any unforeseen circumstances. And that's what you should all do. You should go and see the growers you told us about yesterday and get together.
But who would lend us the money? Do you know a Mohammed Yunus around here?
Well, there are similar organizations to the Grameen Bank around here too. We'll get you the details. But if you get together, you'll see it will work.
You're right, we'll do it.
Hey, what are those?
They're empty drums. They contain the industrial fertilizer we use.
Well, you need to watch that. If you want to join the fair trade sector, there are rules you have to comply with, especially about the environment and particularly about using natural fertilizers. That's very important.
Of course, I understand. We can deal with that.
are these guys?
Just friends.
And, what about our business? You thought about it? Well?
Of course. And my answer is no. We no longer need your services, senor.
Huh? What? Huh. So how do you think you'll get your sacks of coffee to town, hmm?
In our own truck, senor. It doesn't have air conditioning or GPS, but we'll just have to put up with that.
But where did you get the money to buy that truck from?
Well, Banco Sol gave us a loan at a very reasonable rate.
So that's how you want to play it from now, is it? Ah! Well, if you think you can just go change the rules like that, we'll see what Ramirez and his friends think.
So who's this Ramirez?
Another good-for-nothing, the boss of a gang of crooks. He and his men are into all kinds of dodgy deals. They even kidnap tourists and demand ransoms.
Ah, right. I see.
What are we going to do, Santa Maria?
She's right. What can we do about these bad guys?
We don't panic, guys. Listen, come over here, and we'll work out a plan. Right then. This is my idea.
What do you think? Here. Will that work? I don't know. Hey, look, that's a good idea.
So, we're all agreed. Our three-point plan is approved.
I just can't see this plan working, you know?
Especially when Valdez comes back with Ramirez and his men.
Are they just a bunch of kids? There's no one else.
Nope, that's the lot. Just a bunch of young do-gooders.
We'll wait just a bit longer, and then... Plan number one. Hit it!
Oh, well, those drums finally came in useful after all.
So you want to play? All right then, let's play. Come on.
Time for plan number two.
They haven't left me anything to do.
Nor me. I want to go.
Right. Go on. So they're playing dirty. Well, this time we'll play even dirtier.
They've got guns. We can't wait any longer.
Well, let's hope this works then, huh?
So, are you ready?
You bet!
Let's start plan number 3.
And fire!
Please, hands up!
I don't think they'll be bothering you anymore.
Thank you. Thanks for everything you've done for us.
We just did what we had to do. That's mission accomplished. Bye. See ya.
See you.
Bye.
Thanks. Take care.
Once again, well done for your achievements. Now, let's sum up. Fair trade means...
Helping craftsmen and women, producers and growers in developing nations by buying their products through responsible traders who respect them and help them.
It gives a chance to the poorer people.
It reduces or sometimes removes the need for middlemen.
It ensures quality.
But let's not forget, at the end of this chain is you, me, all of us. That is the consumer. And it's our job to make sure that fair trade is established forever.
I also think that in supermarkets, these products should be better highlighted.
You're right. Supermarkets would be well advised to promote fair trade products better and not mix them up with everything else as they often do. But don't use this as an excuse not to already do things yourselves. Talk about this to your parents. And write to local authorities and supermarkets. And don't just think about coffee. You should really be looking to buy all products which have been labeled with the wording fair trade. Huh? You can't just support fair trade in principle and then go back to your old habits when you're in the store. A consumer takes a few seconds to choose a packet of coffee, but it sometimes takes a grower years to harvest the first beans. And we mustn't forget our own farmers, who, although they're helped with government subsidies, sometimes find it hard to make a living.
Yeah, none of this is easy.
So we must all try and work together to solve these problems,